Hey, so today I'm here to talk about the Mastery program, the painting program that I've been doing for the past year. First, I'm going to share a little bit about why I started the program and how I'm liking it. Um, so, I started because a friend lent me a book. This book, which I now have my own copy of, it's Unemployable by Ellie Milan. She is the founder of the art school. The Milan Art Institute is the name of the school. I read Ellie's book and felt really inspired. She believes that anyone can be an artist and that the starving artist is just a societal mindset thing that can totally be overcome and that should be overcome. I read her story of her finding success and then which led to her building the school, and I was just really intrigued. I went online, looked at their website, watched their homemade reality TV series that's on YouTube. It's called The Outstanding Artist, and I highly recommend it. And I just I felt like I could do it. I I wanted to make a painting. That's how all this started. And then I realized it could be so much more. And I took a leap of faith, and I'm really happy I did. I'm loving the school. I'm 25% of the way done with the program as of right now, and I have already learned so much more than I ever expected to about oil painting and drawing, and about myself. Every painting has been like my subconscious ends up on the canvas, and it's really causing me to have increased self-awareness and just learn some really valuable lessons, one of which is to trust the process over and over and over again. I have to learn to trust the process, but that's, it's coming up in day-to-day life too, not just painting. I'll get more into other things I've learned in later videos, but right now I'm going to give you a little rundown on what the program looks like. So the program includes lifetime access to a really large set of videos, and there's even a little bit of text material to accompany the videos. So you get lifetime access to these videos, which have all the lesson material in them, literally the tiniest step. Like they begin teaching you how to hold a paintbrush, how to squirt out your oil paints, how to clean your brushes. Everything's there. And there's also the Milan app, the Milan Art app, I think is what it's called. And the app is basically like Instagram for the school. It's a social media for the school and the students. So students, as a student, you can post your art. You can post a picture of it, and whatever stage it's at, it does not have to be done. It's usually not done. And you can ask whatever questions you have, however hyper specific they are. And the more detailed questions you ask, the more detailed answers you get back, because there is a set of coaches from around the world, all from different time zones. So they usually get back to you in a pretty timely manner, and they will respond to everyone's posts. Other students can respond to your work and cheer you on, and we actually critique each other as well, because sometimes just a second set of eyes can catch something. So I'm loving this app. I've even made friends on this app. I have friends from across the US, and I'm hoping across the world here soon. I even got, yesterday morning, somebody messaged me on the app, and they're like, "Hey, I'm starting the program. I live in Kennewick too." And I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like all over, even here. So I'm hoping to meet this person like face to face here soon. That'd be really cool, just to have some art friends and build the community. And then once a week, each coach, and there's a lot of coaches, but each coach offers a weekly Zoom call that you can hop onto. They're group Zoom calls, and you can ask questions there as well. Or I usually just log on and listen to other people's questions, because they usually apply to everybody, just like in the feed. In the app, the feed of the app, I can go through and see other people's questions. I can search a question to see if somebody already asked it and see what answers have already been put out there. That part of the program, the coaching, you get access to for 2 whole years, but it's not lifetime access. The lessons and the video content is lifetime access. The Milan Art Institute is named after Ellie Milan and her family of the Milans. There's 6 of them, and probably more through marriage and cousins or whatever, but the core family of 6, they're a family of professional artists. It began with Ellie and her husband John, who actually teaches a couple of the lessons in the program. And then their eldest daughter, Demetra, I love her art. Oh my gosh. I mean, I love all their art, but Demetra's a huge inspiration to me. Ellie and Demetra teach the video lessons themselves. This started as a school that I think was like in a detached garage on their property, and over time it grew and grew until it went online, and now it's worldwide. The Milans have a lot of really strong beliefs, and they're all so empowering. They believe anybody can be an artist. They say they can take you from not knowing how to draw a stick figure. I don't know why I did quotes there. Some people really don't think they can draw a stick figure. To being a professional artist and launching your art career. They also have had some not so positive experiences with traditional art school and university life, where teachers were mean or gatekeepy. They didn't want their students to outgrow them, and the teachers themselves usually were not successful and didn't know how to teach the students to actually have a career. They could teach them techniques, but they didn't teach them how to have a career in art. Then the Milan Art Institute wants to be able to do that with the mastery program. So they guarantee that they can take you, if you're willing to put in the work, they can take you from not drawing a stick figure to having your own full-time art career. And I'm trying to launch my art career. So I love massage. I do. I really love massage, but I love art too, man. So I'm trying to do both. They also believe that we are entering a new era of art. They think everybody has a voice, and they also, part of the program is helping you find your voice. So they think anyone can be an artist. Everyone should be an artist. Now is the best time alive to be an artist. The starving artist is no more. These are just some of their beliefs, but as you can see, it's all very empowering, and I'm sold on it. Like, I love these messages. The mastery program has 4 parts. Part 1 is drawing and oil painting basics. Part 2 is mixed media and finding your voice, your expression. Part 3 is building your portfolio. And Part 4 is marketing and launching your career. To give a little more information about each part, Part 1, oil painting and drawing basics. So these are the basics. These are learning how to hold your paintbrush, how to draw with accurate proportion, all of the elements of art, color, line, shape, depth, proportion. There's more. I should probably have these memorized, but I understand how each of them work and how to use them now. That's all covered in Part 1. Part 2, mixed media and finding your voice, begins with experimenting with some other mediums. You learn how to use acrylics, which you can add oil paint on top of. So that's why it's mixed media. So acrylics, you get to go through a series of assignments where you experiment with one new medium and then make a painting with it. So right now I'm actually on the inks assignment. I got to experiment with inks, and then now I'm working on making a painting using inks plus acrylics and oils. There's also collage, there is spray paint, there's gold leaf, just trying all sorts of new tools and mediums. Throughout Part 2, you're also doing a lot of self-reflection. You're learning about your own aesthetic, your style, your voice, your strengths, your weaknesses, your personality type. It's really in-depth. It all has to do with what kind of art you're going to produce. I think Part 2 is what really sets this program apart, and I'm really excited to be entering it right now. Part 3 is building your portfolio, but it delves into habit building, developing a strong daily painting practice, usually painting 2 paintings at once, switching back and forth between drawing times. There's a lot of motivational speeches and extra content in here because you're spending time figuring out what your cohesive body of work looks like. So everything is supplemental and not having to do with technically painting, because all of that's covered in Part 1 and 2. By the end of part 3, you should have a cohesive body of work of 30 pieces, 30 finished paintings or more. Part 4 covers marketing and launching your career. So they talk about making prints, varnishing your paintings, packing and shipping your paintings. Let's see what else here. How to actually sell your art, how to represent yourself, or how to sell your art through galleries if that's the route you want to go. And they complete it, you're finished with part 4 once you have your website built and up and running. All of these parts there's coaches for, and you can ask questions for any of these topics. They're there to support you throughout the program for 2 years. Past the 2 years, you still have access to the videos, and I think there's an option to pay for additional coaching, but you know, that puts a little bit of pressure on so that I finish it within 2 years. To officially graduate the mastery program, you'll need your 30 finished pieces as one cohesive body of work, your portfolio, and then you'll need your website. And then you graduate, and then you're ready to be a professional artist. So if you're still here, you might be wondering how much the program costs. The base price is $3,600 as of right now. $3,600 if you make it in one payment. And then there are payment plan options. There's a 1-year payment plan option and a 2-year payment plan option, but the price does increase a little bit with each of those options. I believe the 1-year payment plan is a total of $4,200, and the 2-year payment plan ends up being a total of $4,800. For me, it did seem a little steep, but compared to going to a 4-year university, not that I honestly planned to, but say I wanted to go to art school, going to a 4-year university, and then apparently not being taught how to be successful in the first place, and do a lot more work and spend a lot more of your time doing it, and then have a lot of student debt, most likely, that's going to be a lot steeper, both financially and like energetically, I guess. So I think it's a great deal. Really cool thing is students very often sell their assignments. They make money off of their homework to help them pay off the program. I have. My first 3 paintings I sold, and I gave some away as gifts, and you know, I made prints of some of them. Even though they don't talk about prints until part 4, I can still see those videos now. So I learned how to make prints, and every print I sell helps pay my tuition, and I'm getting better and better. So, you know, I hope that by the time I'm done with this program, I will have paid it off. That's a goal. That's a very common goal people make and achieve. The Milans even have a free PDF floating around out there. If you're interested, message me. I will find it for you and send it to you. But this PDF is how to fund your art tuition. And they're referring to the mastery program, of course. And it's this like 50-page PDF full of ideas of like how to make money in advance to help save up for it. And it's full of great ideas. Like, I wish they had that around when I started the program, but you know, now I can share it with friends. But yeah, people sell even their very first assignment all the time. I was blown away at how good my first assignment came out. It's not the best painting in the world, but like, I did not know I had that in me. And I sold it, and it felt amazing. Okay, last thing related to money in the program. I wanted to share this program already. I wanted to come on here. It has been so positive and so life-changing for me. I wanted to share this with people. I want community too. Like, I would love to have some art friends, more art friends, and more people going through the program with me. I have a couple that are like distant friends, and maybe this new person that's here in Tri-Cities. But it's really nice to shoot ideas back and forth off of each other, or just get feedback from a friend. So anyway, I had this intention of sharing all of this just like I am right now. And then a couple weeks ago, the Milans came out and said, we are going to pay commission to people who make word of mouth referrals. So I have a referral link in my bio. If you use that link to purchase the program or any of their materials, like they have some like additional workshops and stuff outside the program, I get a little bit of commission because I referred you, and it goes straight back into, you know, funding my own art journey. So if you're interested in this program or even just checking it out, please use my link. And then if you sign up, you'll have that option too. So yeah, I wanted to share because I think this is a resource that's like so worth its value. It's been it's just changed my life, and I feel like a better human being. And I want other people to be able to find that. Making commission would be cool too, but that's like not my main intention. And then also, I just want to share my journey because I'm trying to be more open and vulnerable. And I want to get you guys caught up so I can show you what I'm working on now, but you have the context of the rest of the program. So there you have it. That's the Mastery program. I do plan to go into more detail in future videos, but today I just wanted to do a general overview. And if you're still here, thank you for sticking around. I know I can be a bit of a talker, and this was a longer video. If you have any questions or want to chat about the program or anything, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to share more. And thank you for your time and supporting me. While I'm on this art journey, I've felt so much support lately, and it has made all the difference. All right, until next time.